Hello students, in the last video we have seen how we can enter elements in an array, that is how we can initialize an array. Okay, so that process or that same question we are now going to see theoretically what is happening in the array. Alright, so if you have not gone through the video, please go through it and then start this video. It will be easier for you. Okay, so let's start. So as we have declared that the array will be what? Once a second, please. One second. It will be easier for you to understand. Okay. So okay. So in the program, first what we have did, we have initialized. We have declared the array. So of maximum size what? 10. Array name is name, and type of the elements what the array will hold is character types. Okay, so this, as I have said, this means what? That it can hold at max 10 elements, right? Now it can hold at max 10 elements. That means its index number will be what? As we have discussed in the last video, the index number will be from 0 to 9, because we know that the index number is always starts from 0 and the last index number will be size minus 1, obviously, because if there are 10 elements and I am counting it from 0, so it will be obviously up to 9, that means size minus 1, right? So it will be, the array will be in this form. So that means we have declared the array. Right now we have asked the computer to give me space for this 10 elements I will store. Okay, so the array will look like this. Next, so next we have entered the elements. What elements we have entered? S, U, P, R, A, T, A, right? So first character we have entered is S. So S will be entered where? In the 0th position or 0th index of the array. So array is what? Name. So in the 0th index of the array name, which element will enter? S. Okay, so S enters in the 0th element. Next is U, right? So U will be enter where? We know that it in array the elements enter in a continuous form. That means it will enter in the next index, that is 1, right? So in 1 what will enter? U. Okay, S is there in 0, U is entered. Next what will happen is at 2, index 2, B will enter, right? Next at index 3 of the name array what will enter? R. So it will keep on entering in a sequential way, right? Similarly A, then T, right? Similarly A, after that T, and then at 6, index 6, it is A, right? So array ends here. So final array will be this. That means we have maximum we can enter up to ninth index, but we are entering up to 6th index, so it will not cause any problem. Okay, so this is the simple, you can say, the logically what is happening inside. Now think, as in the last programming, or in this programming, what we have did, we have entered it, or we have made it a static variable, you can say. That means what, the users cannot give input by their own. Whenever someone runs the program in the front end, whenever someone runs the program will always show the output SUBRAT, Subrata, right? Because in the back end, as a programmer, I have fixed it, or I have fixed it. Okay, so the user don't get access to the programs, right? In any software or app we are using, we are not getting access to the program. Okay, we are only seeing the finished product. So if I have to enter my name, myself, say, or someone wants to enter, say, Rahul, but he cannot enter because I have already did in builder, I have already did it is as static, right? So how we can give same thing, means same, how we can make, or make the program such a way that user can initialize himself or herself, means whatever the user wants, user can enter by himself or herself. I am not giving any variable or any data by myself. Okay, so we will see in the next video how we'll do that. Okay, so thank you.